Shalom, shalawam. I want to start off by giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahawah by Shimmer called qadash. Shan kabag awala rakab zakorim na ba'if. Wa shalom barakim labakarim shal yasharahla. I just wanted to get into this quick topic of earthquakes and how earthquakes are indefinitely increasing around the earth, whether it be minor or major or great. But I'm gonna just go over this, and I got an article to bring out. So this says earthquake magnitude scale, right? 3 and 2 are minor, 4 is light, 5 is moderate, 6 is strong, 7 is major, and 8 is great. And I just want to point out this fact too, that whether it's minor, great, it's still an earthquake. And the Most High said that there's going to be an indefinite rise in earthquakes throughout the time that we're in right now, and you definitely see that in the app that I'm going to show you guys to check out. But it says 2018 could bring increase in severe worldwide earthquakes, which it actually is. Most definitely. It says the new year could bring, and Salaki for the sound in the background, but it says the new year could bring an increase in massive and devastating earthquakes. Research from October suggests, but as our prediction of earthquakes become better, so does our ability to prepare for these natural disasters. Now, see, that's the thing. There's no preparation. There's not going to be a preparation for these things to come, for these atrocities to come, because these things are going to happen quick. What is I believe is Zephaniah 1 verse 18, where it says the Most High is going to bring a speedy riddance. That word riddance is kala, which means, an end. And it's going to happen fast. And, these earthquakes, there's just another, this is just another tool or another angel that's bringing forth destruction on this earth. Because if you wicked Israelites, of course, starting with you wicked Israelites and the other heathen nations, putting forth their wickedness in this world on the land. So it says about 4 years ago, the Earth's rotation slowed slightly. Although the decrease was not enough to notice, the Earth's slower rotation may spark an increase in severe earthquakes for 2018. And I don't put it past them. Reason being is because that's what I believe the Lord could have potentially did to start those earthquakes, or to push those earthquakes. Now it says researchers from University of Colorado, Boulder predict in the fall, right? Now it says according to the team's research, which they presented at the Geological Society of America annual meeting in Seattle this October, there may be a trend between slower Earth rotation and more global earthquakes. And see, that's the thing. All an earthquake is seismic activity. Is when let's look up the definition real quick. But I believe there's 3 types of earthquakes. Quake. Let's see definition. Look at that. Hold on. I'll go back, but it says there's the definition for earthquake. It says a sudden or violent shaking of the ground, sometimes causing great destruction as a result of movement within the Earth's crust or volcanic action. And see, that's the thing. That's all an earthquake is. An earthquake is when the Earth's crust either collides, it slides against each other, or what I think those those are the main two. When it slides across each other, whether right or left, or it collides, which could cause one form of the crust to go up and one form of the crust go down, and vice versa. But even this, look, you had a 6.9 earthquake just about 5 o'clock, which was damn near 2 hours ago. So these things are the scriptures. The scriptures is always inevitably right. So it says, according to the team's research, which they presented at the Geological Society of America annual meeting in Seattle this October, there may be a trend between slower Earth's rotation and more global earthquakes. Over the past 100 years, there was a 25 to 30% increase in the number of significant earthquakes associated with a slowdown in the Earth's rotation. Now you have other sites that basically said that earthquakes actually decrease, because before I got to this site, you had actually a government site that said that there was a slow in the rate of earthquakes, which is absolutely false. And I can prove it to you right now. Actually, that's why I wanted to go to this app. And if you don't have it already, I advise you to get it, Akim. It's called QuakeFeed. Now, this app right here shows you how many earthquakes happen within the time. Look, it's 651, 627, 615, 615, 605, 549. All these happen, just in the matter of today. Around the world. And they said the same Kokopo Pool New Pool Salakia New Guinea. They said that it's a 5.3, but actually it turned out to be a 6.9. You know, so so this right here is our ticket to salvation, man. This gives inevitable proof that the scriptures are real. The scriptures are inevitably true. You know, you have see another 5.0 and New Guinea. The Most High is bringing judgment to that place, man. Got to see who lives over there. But the Most High is bringing judgment over there, man. But see, look, updated 712. And these literally just happened, 43 earthquakes. That's the thing, man. The Most High's words cannot return to him void, So when he says something, it's going to happen, So, just want to bring this precept out, quick precept. This is Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 18. It says, "Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Most High's wrath, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, and he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land." And that's exactly what's going to happen. Not only is earthquakes going to overtake them, you got let's get to it. I believe it's Jeremiah chapter 15. Jeremiah chapter 15, verse 2, "And it shall come to pass, if they shall say unto thee, Whither shall we go forth? Thou shalt tell them, Thus saith the Most High, such as are to death, such as are to the sword, and such as are to the famine, such as are for the famine, to the famine, and such as are for the captivity, to the captivity." See, so you have yeah. Well, you have different men, women, and children who have their different destiny for death. The 2/3 have their death waiting for them, whether it be by the famine, or by the sword, or by pestilence. But most inevitably it's gonna happen. And this is just another tool. Earthquakes are just another tool that not Esau, that the Most High uses to bring forth judgment on the people. So, without further ado, I'm gonna end it on this scripture. Salakia. This is I'm gonna get straight to the point. Matthew chapter 24, verse 7. It says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom." And you see that happening with the recent moves that China is making. Changing their they brought out the Petro One, which is backed by gold. Making that proud move against America, because America is making proud moves against it. So you have a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? You have a lot of static between the nations. So that's happening. And it says, and there shall be famines and pestilence, which we're waiting on, which is soon to come. But in Venezuela, you do have Jake, fighting over food. I just read a recent article that said that Jake, basically they was having machete fights over garbage, quality garbage, so it's tough over there for the northern tribe. But the scriptures tell you whoever perished being innocent, thus saith Job, the 4th chapter, if I'm not mistaken. So, that's what, they deserve. But nevertheless, it says, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. And that's exactly what, we're getting into, those earthquakes, because this is key. See, seismos. See, that's the spirit that is seismos, because you got seismic, which means it pertains to the earth, or pertains to the earth's crust. See, it says a shaking, a commotion, a tempest. And that's all it really is, because this is the Lord's tempest. That's just one of the Lord's angels being used to separate the earth, or either collide it. Because you got to understand, everything is dictated by the Lord. Everything is ruled by the Lord. So when He gives, there's certain angels that's holding back the waters from flooding, certain angels that's holding back the crust, the earth's crust, from colliding or sliding against each other. And whenever the Lord allows it, He commands them, hey, let that happen. And then the earth collides, or it either slides against each other, which caused that shaking or that commotion, and the earth's crushed. So with that, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahawah B'Shem Shai, B'Shem qadash, Shen Kabak, Gawala Rakabs, Aquarium now Ba'aith, Wa Shalawam wa Barakim, Labakarim, Shal yasharahla. I hope the elect was edified through this epistle. Until next time, Shalawam.